guys, it's Nikki. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing the Instagram followers pick my makeup tag challenge, whatever it's called. I posted on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Nikki Narak. I'll have it linked down below. I'll have it down here. You'll see it plenty of times in this video. But I did the question poll thing on Instagram, and someone said that I should do the Instagram followers create my makeup challenge. Or not create, pick my makeup challenge. And I've seen this everywhere, I've just never done it. And so I did an Instagram poll. A lot of you guys participated and a lot of you guys wanted me to do it. So that's what I did. Also too, shout out to a lot of the people who picked my makeup, because a lot of it were guys. So kudos to you because you picked some good products. I basically did it in order of kind of how I do my makeup, so let's just go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so for primer, I decided to make it between the Milani Prime Correct Face Primer and then the NYX Honey Do Me Up Primer. I love this primer and I like this primer for hydration, but I don't think it lasts really long as a face primer. But you guys all wanted the NYX primer. The NYX primer got 34 votes and then the Milani got 28. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the NYX Honey Do Me Up Primer on my skin. I usually just take the applicator, and I'm actually like running very low, so I'm like scooping it, and I just apply it to my skin like this. It's kind of similar to like the Farsali drops, if any of you guys know what that is. It's like the Farsali serum drops. I wouldn't say they're exact same, but they are dupes for each other. Okay, so next I'm going to do my eyes, just because I usually do my eyeshadow before my face. So for palettes, I gave you the two choices between the Anastasia Self-Made palette, which just looks like this. This was limited edition and you can't get this one anymore. Or between the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Ring the Alarm palette. This is not Armed and Gorgeous. This is the warm one. I used Armed and Gorgeous in my last video. You guys should definitely check that out. Link down below. Backstory on these two. So when I first posted it, a lot of people were saying yes to this palette and a lot of people were saying no to this palette, which I was expecting because it's Jaclyn Hill and a lot of my friends are obsessed with Jaclyn Hill, and the color story in this palette to me is a lot better than the Anastasia one. But towards the end of the day, a lot of people started saying no to Jaclyn and yes to Anastasia, and it was not super close, but it was quite a competition between the two, but Jaclyn Hill did win. So you get the choice between Anastasia right there, and then you had the choice between Jaclyn Hill right there. So 32 of you voted no for Anastasia and 20 of you said yes for Anastasia. For Jaclyn, 50 of you said yes and only 14 of you said no. Jaclyn Hill definitely won. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this little baby. I'm going to take the shade Rush right here, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. I don't really know what kind of a look I'm going to do because I did not plan that out that far. I just knew I had to pick a palette, so I'm just going to kind of wing it and do kind of more of a fall look. Out of her palettes though, this one is my favorite. And I'm not just saying that because like it's Jaclyn. I like Armed and Gorgeous, but I think if you're a beginner, it's going to be a little bit hard to work with because some of the shades are harder to blend. I don't think it's a bad palette. I think the pigmentation's there, but I do think that for a beginner, this palette is going to be a lot easier for you because it's a lot easier to blend. The shades aren't as rough as the other one. Now I'm going to take the shade Mugshot, which is right here, and I'm going to apply this directly in my crease. So right under that Rush shade. And we're just going to go in with windshield wiper motions and circular motions to blend this out. Alrighty, so for my outer corner and lower crease, I'm actually going to mix Siren right here and Framed. Siren has a little bit more of like a satin look to it, and Frame's a matte berry color. I just feel like mixing them because, like, why not? They're both really pretty, but they both kind of have really interesting undertones to them. I think Siren's going to give a little bit more pink to this look, and that's kind of what I want because I want to use Bomb Ass on my lid. So these two are really pigmented together, but I'm going to take this in the lower crease like you see me doing here, and I'm also going to take it in the outer corner. I'm going to go in with Mugshot again, which was what we used in the crease, and we're going to blend this out, and then I will go back in with these colors, build it up, blend it out, build it up, doing basically the same thing until I get the color and blend that I want. So we're going to do this for a bit, and then I'm almost done with the eye look, actually. It's really easy. It just takes a lot of blending and building up and blending, so on and so forth. To add a little bit more depth in the outer part of the eye, I'm going to take the shade Secret, right, my finger's in the way, Secret, which is right here, and this is just more of a darker matte brown, and we're going to take this in the outer V and kind of more in the outer half of the eye, so it adds a little bit more definition and a little bit more darkness in that outer half. I always take it on a little brush like this. This is like technically a little lip brush, but I like using little brushes for this just because I can really get it to where I want it. It can be precise, and then when you blend it out, it just looks like a little dusting of color rather than it being super pigmented. So now I'm going to take the shade Bomb Ass right here, which is that hot pink shimmery color, and I'm going to go ahead and take this all over the lid here. This is super bright. Shade is so creamy that it really likes to stick to your brush, in all honesty, so you kind of have to really pack it from the brush to your lid, but other than that, it does go on really good. Alright, so next I'm going to do foundation. For foundation, I chose two foundation sticks. I chose the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick, and I also chose the Makeup Revolution foundation stick. They both just look like this. The Makeup Revolution one is a little bit more creamy, but it's a lot more dewy, whereas the Anastasia one, a little bit more, I wouldn't say drying, but a little bit more of a drier formula, and it's a little bit more matte. For a hot minute, Makeup Revolution was actually winning the foundation battle, but Anastasia ended up pulling ahead, so 27 of you chose Makeup Revolution, and 36 of you chose Anastasia. I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this on like I normally do. I'm well aware that I use a lot of foundation. You don't need to tell me. I also just got a spray tan, so this is a little light for me. Yeah, that's a little light for me. In person, it doesn't look that bad. I can just use bronzer, but on camera, it looks like I'm like a ghost up here and like tan down here. Alright, so next choice is gonna be concealer. Yes, I did my brows, so that's why they look a little bold. Concealers I chose are Tarte Shape Tape, and then also the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. Tarte won, which I kind of expected to because everyone loves Tarte Shape Tape. But 43 of you said yes for Tarte, and then 23 of you said yes for Wet n Wild. I'm gonna go ahead and use Tarte Shape Tape. I'm actually like on like the end of it, so I'm like scraping the sides, so this is gonna be my reminder in this video to go get a new Tarte Shape Tape because I'm running out. Okay, so I basically powdered, did eyeliner, so now we're going to move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and take Rush again, which was our transition shade, and we're basically going to do the same thing on top that we did on the bottom. We're going to put this down first. This is going to be the transition on the bottom, so kind of like what we did up top. I'm going to take a mixture of Siren and Framed again, and we're going to put this right at the root of our lash. So right up against that lower lash line there. And now I'm going to take Mugshot, which is this color right here that we used in our crease, and I'm going to blend. So to highlight the inner corner, there's not like an inner corner highlight color. I'm going to go into the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm going to take VIP, which is right here, and I'm going to just apply this in the inner corner so that way we do have a highlight there. I'm just going to pop on some mascara and some lashes real fast, and then I'm going to be back to do the rest of the face. Alrighty, lashes are on. Next, we're going to be doing bronzer. So for bronzer, I gave the choices between the Smashbox bronzer. This is the Smashbox Bronze Lights Warm Matte Bronzer. This one's more of an orangey bronzer. It just looks like this. This is probably one of my favorite bronzers of all time. And I also gave you the choice of the Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer that looks like this. This one's just more of like a luminous bronzy bronzer. Same for this one. Smashbox was actually winning for most of the time, and then it just like timed out. 24 of you voted for Smashbox and 31 of you voted for Too Faced. So I'm going to be using Too Faced today. And we are just going to bronze all over today because I have a spray tan and I'm looking a little pale, and we can't be having that. Applying this to my cheeks. I'm going to hit the temples right here. Can't forget about those. Do the temples. I'm going to do the forehead. Kind of have a small forehead for this, but it's fine. Do the jawline here. We're also going to go down the neck. Apply bronzer, I used the Morphe N527 for anyone that's wondering. For contour, this one was kind of a close one too. I let you choose between the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, so it just looks like this. It smells like chocolate, it smells so good. Then I let you choose between Benefit Hoola because Benefit Hoola is just a classic. So 36 of you chose Benefit Hoola and 22 of you chose Too Faced. Hoola is the winner today. Just gonna contour these cheekbones. Make me look snatched. Also gonna take it down the sides of the nose. Very lightly, just like a little dip. See me doing?
Oh, I have hair somewhere. Oh, the itching. Ow!
Oh, that felt so weird. Also to contour, I use the Morphe E16 because I really like it for defined contour. I'm just taking the M527 again, and we're just gonna blend out that contour because, you know, we can't be harsh. Gotta be blended. My face is baking right now, so don't mind. For blush, I gave you a high-end and a drugstore choice. For high-end, I let you choose MAC Trace Gold, so it just looks like this. And then for drugstore, I let you choose between e.l.f. Mellow Mauve. It just looks like this. So two very nice neutral blushes, but they both have different undertones. You guys picked MAC Trace Gold, and e.l.f. was winning for like a hot minute there. and then it just like died down. 35 of you chose MAC Trace Gold, and then 21 of you chose the e.l.f. Mellow Mauve. So we're gonna apply MAC today, which I'm actually really happy about because I love MAC blushes. They're some of my favorites. And this is a really beautiful, just bronzy color. It adds a lot of color to your cheeks. So if you don't want to wear bronzer, or if you are wearing bronzer but you want it to have a little bit more of like a sheen, it's a really pretty color. I'm going to take a little bit of this e.l.f. highlighting palette and more of this bronzy shade down here. I'm just going to put that kind of more towards the apples of my cheeks and on the top of my cheekbones, just to give a little bit more of a glow going on here. For highlighter, I gave you the choices between two high-end, and they're both very expensive. This first one here is Becca Opal. I don't use this one. Obviously, I use it, but I just don't use it a lot on my channel because I have an obsession with Champagne Pop and I use it for like every look. But I also gave you the choice between NARS Albatross here, which is a very different color because it's basically a white gold highlight compared to Opal, which is very more of like a neutral kind of darker champagne highlight. But you guys chose Becca Opal. 38 of you said yes for Opal and 22 of you said yes for Albatross. So we're gonna go in with Becca Opal today. Apply this to the tops of my cheekbones. That glow is just so nice. I love it. Cubero, chin, nose. We're just gonna apply it everywhere. Above the brows. Also gonna take it on this little angled brush and I'm gonna apply it on my brow bone. I always match my brow bone highlight and my cheekbone highlight. I've said this before because they're both kind of the highest points of the face, so I like those to have the same glow to them. Wipe off the bake here that I have. Apply some mascara to my lower lashes, and then I'm gonna put on a lip color. This foundation is like killing my face, so I need to make it look a little better here. A little bit more. Drench my face and make it glowy. Okay, so next is lips, and I gave you, oh, what the hell? My mascara is running. Why? Well, we'll have to fix that here soon. It fucks up your mascara. Gotta wait for that to dry now. For lips, you guys chose, or no, I gave you the choices between the Too Faced Melted Latex. These are actually glosses, but they are so thick and so sticky that I cannot wear it as a gloss. I have to wear it as like just like a lipstick. But this is in the shade I'm Bossy, which is kind of more of like a red pink here. I gave you the choice between the NYX Cosmic Metals. This is in the shade Celestial. Okay. But it's just a metallic lipstick, basically. This one barely won, actually, which I was kind of mad about because I wanted to use the nude one. But it's fine, we're going to use this one today. So 30 of you actually chose the latex, and 24 of you only chose the NYX. So it didn't win by that much, but you know, I'm just kind of a brat and didn't want to use that one. Real quick though, I am going to apply a lip liner. This is the NYX lip liner in the shade Auburn. I'm applying this because I don't want this lipstick to bleed, and technically really thick like lip glosses, so we're going to do a liner. Alright, so now that we've got a little bit of a base on, we're going to go ahead and take this and we're just going to apply it kind of, look how thick. Oh wait, hold on. Like, you can see how thick it is on the one. Also, no matter what I do, this always gets on my teeth. Alrighty guys, this is the finished makeup that you guys chose for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully you guys liked it considering you wanted it. Definitely leave any video requests that you have down below or message me on Instagram. Also too, follow my Instagram because you kind of will get notified. You'll actually get notified when I upload YouTube videos, and also to follow my makeup Instagram because that's where I post like my work and clients, and also to swatches of like new palettes that I get into. Definitely check those out. They will be linked down below. They're always down below, but they'll be linked down there so you guys can click and check out my page. Also too, for those of you who did want this palette, the Anastasia Self-Made palette, let me know if you wanted it. Like I said, it is limited edition, but quite a bit. It's getting on my teeth. Quite a bit of you guys did want this palette, so let me know if you guys want to see a tutorial with it, and if not, cool. If you do, let me know. But yeah, give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe down below for new videos every Friday. Turn on your post notifications so you're notified when I upload. And yeah, that's about it. So see you guys in the next one. Bye!